Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of EA college football news that we're going to go over. Apparently tomorrow there's going to be some gameplay footage released. Fingers crossed, that's what Eric said on his YouTube channel. So go subscribe over there if you guys missed that video, or if you guys don't know who he is. He is an insider of gaming. He talks about EA college football, Madden, all of that stuff on his YouTube channel. So go subscribe to him. But he said that we are getting some gameplay footage very soon and possibly even tomorrow. So fingers crossed that we're getting something from EA College Football tomorrow regarding gameplay, features, all of that good stuff tomorrow. Hopefully it does happen, and of course we will be in the clear. And then a lot of people are also played the game. They're talking about their reactions on their YouTube channels. I've watched a couple of them. A lot of people are saying that this game is not a Madden clone, which I highly recommend you guys play this game. This game is definitely not going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those games where it's going to feel like college football. Hopefully it is not, and not all of these people are lying. But regardless, we get some news regarding EA college football today and tomorrow. So let's go ahead, break that all down tomorrow. Today, however, we're going to talk about Team War Ready. It's only fitting that we talk about Team War Ready because, number one, Auburn is playing in the men's national championship game for men's golf today against Florida State. So congratulations to them, as they have beaten Ohio State last night, and they came back down. I believe they were down by 1 stroke, and they came back 2-1. So congratulations to that Auburn Tigers team, as they're placing FSU in the national championship game. But regardless, we're talking Team War Ready today. We're going to break down the roster. Hopefully they'll promote it on their channel, so this video will get some views. But we are going to be talking about Team War Ready today, break down the roster, talk about a couple of the other teams that I think are going to do well in this basketball tournament, and then of course talk about where I like this team as well. So we're breaking it all down. If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to get some college football news, so hopefully we will talk about that tomorrow, and then Friday will be a Franchise Friday as well. So regardless, let's go ahead, hop right into this breakdown of the Team War Ready roster that has already been put together, and likely the final roster for this tournament. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get all the returning members out of the way. There's really only 2 returning members that are coming from last year's team. Bryce Brown and Jared Harper are not going to be competing in this year's tournament, which, again, I'm very sad and devastated about that, but it is what it is. Regardless, they have 2 returning players from last year's team. That is Samir Downey, who was on the Final Four roster, who came in for Chuma Okeke when he got hurt. The 6'4 guard, obviously you guys know where he is. I believe he won some type of award overseas, so I'm very interested in that one as well. Then you have Malik Dunbar, another 6'4 forward / guard. He can play both positions, and he is making a return as well, and he will be on that Final Four, or he was, of course, on that Final Four roster as well. So those are the 2 guys coming from that Final Four roster, and I believe returning for another year. I'm interested to see how they're going to lead this team. Obviously, experienced last year. They are 1-4 in all-time TBT. They've been in team since, 2018 or whatever. I believe they've gotten put out all in the first round by really good teams who have eventually gone on to win the TBT in that basketball tournament. But I am interested to see how they're going to lead this team, this new group of teams specifically, and we'll see how they can come together and hopefully play ball. But those are the 2 returning members. Now we can talk about who is new on this roster as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the newly renovated roster here, and then I will talk about the players who I like, who I really don't like on this team, all of that good stuff as well. So first of all, you got Mustafa Heron. He is 6'5", and he was Auburn basketball's first ever 5-star recruit from that 2016 Auburn team. Now, he is new this year, but he was, being Auburn's first ever 5-star, I believe he did play, all he did was play at Auburn, so that is going to be a huge thing. Yes, he played at St. John's and Auburn. Once he left Auburn, I believe he transferred to St. John's. He is a shooting guard, and obviously he has been playing overseas. So Auburn's first ever 5-star is in this team, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do for Team War Ready. Now, the next one is Deshaun Murray. He is the 6'4 small forward, played at Auburn from 2015 to 2018, played with the TBT team back when we were, of course, Team War Ready. So he is also making a return, but he kind of took a couple of years off, so not really a full return. But he is back with the team this year. I believe he played. Yes, he played at Auburn in 2015 to 2018, like I said. Moving on is TJ Dunas. He is from the 2016 to 2017 team. I believe he transferred after that year, but he is 6'5". He is guard. He also played with this team when we were Team War Ready. He is back for his 4th time this past year, so he will be returning as well. Wendell Green Jr., this is a new one that they have implemented, and I'm excited to get to talk to him and hopefully, obviously, watch him play. But Wendell Green Jr. is going to be one of the ones that I'm keeping my eye on. He played, obviously, you guys know, in that 2021 to 2023 era where, of course, we won the SEC Men's Conference Basketball Tournament, but he has been playing overseas. This will be his first time with Team War Ready. He is 5'11", so a very short guard. But once again, I am very excited to watch him play, and I'll talk about that coming up shortly. Now, moving on is Stretch Akimbola. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his first name, but he's 6'10". He is a center. He played on that 2020 team, that COVID team, where we got absolutely manhandled by everybody. And then he did play on the 2019 team as well. And this is his first time with Team War Ready as well. I believe I saw this man play when they came to South Alabama a couple of years ago. So I'm very interested to talk to him, obviously get to know him a little bit as well. Then you got Cinnamon Bowers, who is going to be one of the taller players on this team. He is 6'7", power forward. He played at Auburn in 2014 to 2016, and this is his first time with Team War Ready. I do not know who this guy is. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I don't know who he is, but I'm excited to get to know who this guy is and where he came from exactly. I believe he has also been playing overseas, if I'm not mistaken. So do not quote me on that one. Yes, he has been playing in Siberia overseas. He was a big part of Auburn within those couple of teams. He is very tall, power forward, 6'7". He's going to be a great one to watch as well. Then Lee Aaron Smith, 6'9" center, was an Auburn basketball grad transfer and also played in that 2016-2017 team. I believe he transferred there when he was an SEC graduate. So with that being said, he is 6'9". He's probably going to be one of our starting centers, but last but certainly not least, you do have Ronald Delp, the 7-foot center who was a redshirt freshman in 2013 and then, of course, transferred to FAU. He was one of the ones that kind of got Auburn basketball started with 2013. He is a 7-foot center. This kid is going to be a really important part in our playing style if they match that. So that is all of the players that are going to be on this roster. Now we can break down the ones I like and which ones I'm most excited to talk to and get to interview them as well. All right, moving on here to our final segment, and then we'll head towards the end of the video. Of course, the players I'm most excited to get to watch and the most ones that I'm excited to follow. So, starting off, of course, will be Samir Dowdy and Malik Dunbar. They were on the Final Four team. I'm very excited to talk about them and see how they are going to be managing this team and leading this team because they are one of the more veterans in the basketball tournament. I believe they've been with the team ever since they started back in 2018, which is great to see. So, those two guys, I'm very excited. Mustafa Heron, I am also excited because he's Auburn's first ever 5-star. He kind of brings a unique aspect to it because he was one of the first really good players that Auburn did kind of recruit back then. No, Bruce Pearl was not the coach back then, but he will, hopefully I will get to talk to him, and hopefully he will provide a unique angle at Auburn basketball before they started getting really well. Another one that I'm very excited is, of course, Wendell Green Jr. He's going to be one of the newer kind of guys on this team. He's going to be one of the kind of people who left a little bit earlier than expected. So I'm very interested in watching him play. I'm very excited to see what he has done over the years with being overseas, working on his game, and of course being back, being with this team War Ready as well. So those three guys right there. Another one is Stretch Akimbola. This kid is a beast, by the way. I know he played in the 2020 team where we weren't that good. We were on probation that year. But this kid can ball. He can score. Obviously, with that JT Thor, when we had him on that team, was kind of a big part of it. Those two guys were really one of the major ones. But this kid is going to be a beast one day. And obviously, it's going to show when he plays with this team as well. And then the last one, I'll highlight a couple here. Cinnamon Bowers, Ronald Delt, the 7-foot center, is going to be a beast as well. I'll talk to him as well. Deshaun Murray, TJ Junis, those two guys are going to be very, very good players on this team. They're obviously are the ones that I don't know too much about, but they're going to be great to talk to, and then, of course, watch play as well, see how they have developed as well. So we'll be covering that. They are playing on July 19th, I believe, in Lexington, Kentucky. No word yet on if I'm going to travel, but I will be at least talking to them before they gear up for the Team We're Ready and the basketball tournament. And then, of course, if I'm not there, then we'll cover them as they are going throughout this tournament by watching them on TV and talking about and breaking down all of the games. So that is kind of the highlighted roster for this team so far. I believe it's pretty much finalized, maybe the exception of one or two more guys that could potentially join this team. But that is all. Let's go ahead towards this end of the video and talk about something that is coming tomorrow. Anyway, of course, that is what I'm going to leave you guys for today's video. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. Now, next week, it's kind of going to be off and on. I may just try to do a video Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for you guys because I will be getting stuff done for the next week where I'm going to be out of town. Interviews, all that good stuff is going to come the next week as well. So I'm going to try to get videos out for you guys. No promises, though, that I can have time because of my work schedule. Tuesday, I'm like 10 to 7, so that's pretty much all day. I'm either going to have to record really before or really early in the morning. So on that day. So be patient with me for next week. Once we get back from vacation again, we'll start with the live videos back as well. But that's where I'm going to leave it for you guys. Little outlook for the week. Tomorrow should be getting some news regarding EA College Football, and we'll break that down. And we'll talk about what the insiders are saying about the game as well. Tomorrow, all on the channel, so stay tuned for that one. Friday is going to be Franchise Friday, of course. And that's kind of where I will leave you for the week. So, once again, be sure to like, subscribe, turn that bell on. Thank you all so much for watching. Of course, I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Peace.